little high. I have scaled ideas, buried a few, and which one survive. I built brands before algorithms, before funnels had names. Watch people confuse attention with equity, so lame. This is not opinion. Got results and recognition. You are here, you are not browsing. You are paying attention.
I can pretty much guarantee you're going to want to take notes for this one. So I did you the favor of not being on camera tonight because we need to talk about why you're losing money. My name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. I'm a fractional brand and marketing leader, which means I spend a lot of time with founders in early stage and growth stage, showing them and leveraging their positive brand equity, emphasis on the positive, to get them to a point of peak profitability. That's our goal. All right. And I know people will tell you a lot of things. Oh, brand is just about having your name out there and all of this exposure and yada, yada, yada. Listen, at the end of the day, we want brand to create the communications, operations, and leadership. And we want marketing to bring the buyer and the seller together. We want to generate revenue that ultimately is above and beyond what it costs for us to do business, which means we want to be profitable. That's it. That's all, full stop. And you know what? In the midst of making all of this income and profit, we want to have some amazing impact along the way. Now, that's it. That's all. So let's get into this. In order for many of you to understand what I'm about to say next, you've got to put yourself in the mind frame of, okay, I like the work that I do. If you don't like the work that you do, you can click off right now. Honestly, you can click off right now and excuse the squeakies in the back. You know, I have a furry son who always wants to get all of my attention, and he will do anything. All the pet parents say, yeah, in the comments to get my attention. So, but you've got to like what you do for what I'm saying to you today to make sense. You've got to like it. I mean, you've got to love it. You've got to feel it. You've got to embrace it. It's got to bring you some semblance of joy. Otherwise, what I'm saying to you is going to go in one ear and out the other. In one ear and out the other. It's not going to be of value to you. But for those of you who love what you do, like what you do, are motivated by what you do, that feel a sense of joy in the work that you do, this is going to be right up your alley because you know it. You know that you're the best, one of the best. Let's just keep it meek for the moment. You know you're one of the best at what you do. You know you have transformations out the wazoo. You have happy clients, happy customers. You've been doing this for a while. But, you know, it stands to reason that sometimes you need to do things differently. Things can't happen the same way that they've been happening. But if you look at things, you know, I've had seasons in my life where it's like, golly, I really want to, and God, I hate the word because everybody says it, pivot, but I can't because the vast majority of my income comes from this facet of what I'm doing. So I have to keep doing this part without fail, basically. And so one of the things that I really want to put into your brain is understanding how to make your life easier. In fact, I had a conversation with someone, today is Thursday, yesterday, and I said one thing to them and they were like, oh my God, that's the answer, right? That's the answer. And because that was the answer, that actually freed her up. And some of you, part of the reason why you are losing money today, possibly yesterday, and possibly will tomorrow, is because you're not operating with a sense of, you know what, I really deserve ease. You're still in the mindset of, oh my God, this has to be so hard. Oh my God, I got to struggle. I got to hustle. If you're in the mindset that this has to be hard, then that's exactly what it will be. And no, I'm not saying that you should, rest on your laurels or, sit on your blessed assurance and watch money rain down from the sky. That's what I'm going to talk about in a minute. But what I'm going to say to you is that you have the right to expect ease in the work that you do. Every day doesn't have to be a struggle. Yes, there may be times when you experience struggle, right? But every day doesn't have to be a struggle. If every day is a struggle, at some point, this work that you love, this work that you like, this work that brings you joy, it won't anymore because it is wearing you out. Remember on Tuesday, we talked about, hey, you're not burnt out, you're bored. Why are you bored? Because you're doing all of these things and it's leaving you in a place where you are no longer challenged. There's no room for you to be challenged. But anyway, I digress. So first things first, the reason why you're losing money today is because you haven't decided that you deserve ease. So if you want to decide that right now, then bravo, decide it right now. And ease could be as simple as, you know what, I need to rearrange my workspace so that I can get to certain things more easily. Like I'm talking about basics, people. I'm not talking about, hey, I need to get a CRM and send out emails every day. Yeah, some of you probably need to do that too. But how much ease can you curate in your life, in your work life, and in your life right now? For some of you, it's just as simple as, you know what? Instead of coming in at the time that I'm supposed to come in, I'm actually going to head to the office 30 minutes earlier so that I can get to whatever space I need to get to, maybe do a little bit of meditation, maybe drop by your favorite coffee house or tea house or whatever and get yourself a treat to start your day. Ease, people, ease. And what comes from ease is the opportunity for you to breathe. And I'm sorry, but breathing and stillness are still the unsung superpowers of founders and business owners everywhere. Seriously. And stillness may mean that you are in your living room, but you're watching your favorite movie. If everything is go, 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 go all the time, then your vantage point is the same. And it makes it hard for you to see what you're missing, what you need, and even what you've already accomplished. All right. Some of you continue to buy green beans at the grocery store. And that was my story, right? I would go to the grocery store when I did buy canned vegetables. I don't anymore, but I always thought I was out of green beans. Why did I think that? Because I was just going and going and going and never checking the pantry. So I would just say, oh, I'm out of green beans. Next thing you knew, I had this cornucopia, this plethora of green beans when truthfully I was out of X, Y, and Z, but I'm still buying A, forget about B and C, because I'm not taking the time. My vantage point hasn't shifted to the point where I can take inventory. Speaking of inventory, another reason why you're losing money today is because you got too much. You got too much stuff. Some of the things that you may have in your business or for your business may need to go. I'm talking about everything from tangible supplies all the way to platforms. And I get it. We live in the digital age. It's really easy to see a platform advertised in your feed and you're like, oh, I need that, right? But I will tell you that that's when that vantage point really becomes important, because if you're not thinking through what you need to do with the platform, then having the platform is a wee bit pointless. Oh, it looks good. It does AI and da 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 da, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, but what are you going to do with it? You don't have to have every AI platform. You don't have to have it. There's some that I've used and I just don't, okay, that's cool. But you don't have to have every platform in order to be successful. Truthfully, some of you need to learn how to prompt better. Prompt engineering would be your best friend, because right now you're out here sounding like everybody else. You're out here looking like everybody else, because though AI is a tool and it is an efficiency tool at that, it's a productivity tool at that, the way you're prompting is actually dismantling your brand equity. It's dismantling your brand and hence affecting your brand equity, words today, your brand equity negatively. And so that's probably something that you either want to get help with, or you want to reach out to myself and get access to some tools that we have. At one point, I did have a prompt library that could help, but that thing is about 2 years old, so I probably need to update it. But if you're having trouble with that, and you feel like AI is not encapsulating your brand, your palette, your tone, your typography, all of those things. Stop taking those generic images that it's making, because AI gets into a mood and everything looks the same. Period. Don't let AI strip the you out of the work you do, because it'll do it efficiently. Efficiently. It will absolutely do it. All right. Let's get into this. All right. So let's see. Inventory. Yeah. So we've taken an inventory, right? We're trying to be as efficient. Some people say lean as possible. But here's a real reason why you're losing money today. And that is, you still are delivering your product and service. Heavy on the service people. Service people, if you have to touch somebody, talk to somebody, all of those things, you're losing money. Because that same thing a lot of the things that you tell people, especially my service people, a lot of the things that you tell people could easily be a course, class, or download. Imagine what would happen if you had a $7, $27, $47 download class or course that 10 people sign up for every day, or even 2 people sign up for every day. If 2 people signed up for your $47 download, right? That is $94. That's almost shy of $100 a day. If that happened half of the month, winning. If that happened every day of the month, winning more. Well, Stephanie, nobody's going to buy that. Have you even tried it? I don't have time. Yes, you do. If you have time to listen to me babble right now, then you have time to create that course or that download. In fact, on next, I think Thursday, whatever the 12th is, I'm doing a free masterclass called Learning as Lead Generation. It's free. We're going to workshop through some things. You could very well leave there with that low ticket, low cost, if you will, item that you can now offer people. What? Yeah, that could happen. I made $7 yesterday. I didn't have to talk to anybody to do it. I didn't have to teach anybody to do it. Voila. And truthfully, most of my teaching and courses, my entrepreneurial pursuits, if you will, generate revenue on a monthly basis. Sometimes it's hundreds, sometimes it's thousands. Yay me. But I want that for you too. Imagine what would happen if your active income and your passive income had a baby called your revenue. Many of you are very focused on your active income, very, very focused. And I know, because oftentimes I can get caught up in being very focused on active income. But again, it's about intention. Where intention is, that's where attention goes. If your intention is to build something that can accompany or what's the word I'm looking for, guys? You know what I'm trying to say? Come alongside of, right? What you do actively, then that is such a win for you. And so many people aren't doing it because why? Because you claim you don't have time. You do have time. Block out some time in your calendar. Say, you know what? I'm going to give 30 minutes to putting something together that somebody can buy, that I don't have to talk to you, teach you about, or tell you about. Maybe for those of you that have, I'm talking to my beauty professionals, my hair professionals, my cosmetology professionals that have schedulers. I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong. Can't you offer products in those as well? Can't you offer upsells in those as well? If you can't, then I've misspoken. But I truly believe that there are things that you say all the time. Even those of you who aren't service based, if you're product based and you're not teaching people how you got to that space, you're losing money today. You're losing money today, and I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop because there's an inherent power in amassing what the system we live in respects. As I often say, Abundance is our activism. You want time freedom? You want financial freedom? You want hustle freedom? Great. Then diversifying what you offer your audiences. Drop it. Thank you. Sorry about that. Had a little doggy chewing on something he didn't have any business chewing on. Didn't I, Dane? He's so cute, y'all. I wish you could see him. He's so adorable. No, sir. No, sir. Come here. I try to do the silent thing, guys, but sometimes it doesn't work and I just have to use words. There you go. Here he is, guys. I wish y'all could see him. He's so cute. Anyway, so that's what it's not about a pivot, right? This is about diversification. I think he's trying to bring it to me now. Oh, hold on, y'all. He can't. He loves paper. I don't know where he got a love of paper. If any pet parents out there have little doggies that love paper, please let me know, because I don't know why he loves paper. He just does. And paper is not safe around him. Like, it is just flat out not safe, guys. Speaking of paper, that's what you need. Some of you just need to sit down with a piece of paper and decide what needs to happen next. We're almost into the second quarter. We're into the third month of the first quarter, almost into the second quarter of 2026. Sit down and make a list of the things that you plan to do, not accomplish. This is not our aspirational list. This is not a list of resolution, but sit down with a piece of paper, not with a computer, and use blue ink. One of my girlfriends says that using blue ink connects the words to your mind. I don't know why. That's what she said. I believe she knows. So I'm passing it on. So get yourself some paper and some blue ink and go to work. That's it. That's all. So the real reason, the real reason why you're losing the money today is simply because you haven't prioritized diversifying your income. Many of you have the knowledge base, you have the clientele, you have the reach, you have the personality, you have the draw in, you have the buy-in, you have all of the tools, but you haven't decided to prioritize how you do business against just doing business. And I can be honest, this is something that many founders, business owners, leaders, etc., are challenged with, because sometimes you just got to work, and work takes precedence. Clients take precedence. Customers take precedence. If you're a maker, making the things take precedent. If you have a team, overseeing your team, and there's things that take precedence. But in the midst of the things that take precedence, don't forget to prioritize yourself, because long term, we want to make sure that you're moving in the most efficient way possible, the most efficient and effective ways possible. Some of you can't even afford to take a day off because your income is very much tied. Stephanie, is very tightly tied to seeing people on particular days. And I get that. I get it. I get it tremendously. But I'm also saying to you, if that's the case, then perhaps just take a handful of the things that I've said and think about applying them tonight. And if you don't want to do it tonight, come on March 12th. Just put 12 in the comments and I'll know that you want more information about the free class that I'm teaching, which is Learning as Lead Gen. Some of you have a greater calling than what you do. Period. Clock it. And you know it, and I know it. And so in the tension between where you are and where you are meant to be are the opportunities that you keep ignoring, failing to acknowledge, or failing to seize. And so, when I come into organizations as a fractional, oftentimes I spend a lot of time working with the founder and their mindset. Then I spend doing strategy. Then I spend implementing strategy. Then we spend doing graphic design, or spend art directing graphic design. Then we spend doing social media. Then we spend doing anything, event strategy, messaging, positioning, blah, 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 blah. We spend more time in personal development than we spend in brand development, creative development, offer development, business development, and blah, 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 blah. So hopefully something I said today was meaningful. If it was, drop me an emoji. I would love to know your takeaway from this. And like I said, if it was really meaningful to you and you want to dive deeper, please feel free to check out the link in my bio. If I can serve and support you in any way, I'm happy to do so. Additionally, if you want to join me on March 12th, put 12 in the comments and we will make sure you get that information. Again, my name is Stephanie D. McKenzie, and thank you guys for hanging out. See you on the next one. Bye.
Have you been on a weight loss journey and the scale just isn't giving you the results you hoped for? Well, meet Thinner, an FDA-registered, all-natural, homeopathic approach that addresses the root causes of how to lose weight and keep it off, especially if hormones are an issue. If you're tired of all of the guesswork and doing it alone, scan the QR code for more info, and let's get you started today.